Hey everybody, what is going on? Hi, thank you guys for joining me tonight. I'm just now getting on to everything. Share the show. This week is almost over. We are halfway through the week, y'all. How y'all feeling? Say hi to me down here in the chat so I can see where you're coming from. I see YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. Say hi to me. What is going on? What is new with y'all? How is everybody doing out there tonight? We got off to a late start because I had some auntie duties to do. And look, y'all, wait, my hair. Do y'all see my hair? It is growing. And I don't know what's going on with it. I've curled it. It wasn't looking like this. I've been using this cruddy. I can use the bigger part of the cruddy brush, and now it just look like I was telling my nephews and them, I'm like, child, my hair look like Craig Forver off of Friday. But it's giving like Mr. Cooper, like off of Mario Brothers. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Benita girl. I was tardy to the party, but you was right here, okay? Shout outs to you, Benita. I was like, look, I can't come here. Y'all know I wear my contacts. I can't waste contacts tonight just to be here with y'all for a little while to give y'all an update. Oh, I got something new to show y'all. Let me pull it up while I'm here on the screen. Hey, TikTok. Hi, you guys. Say hi to me when you get here. It would be so nice. How you guys feeling? I had listen. Accidentally, I was not on. Um, I hadn't been on social media for a few days, and oh my God, when I logged back on, y'all, the world is mad. Did y'all know that the world was mad? Why ain't nobody tell me that the world was mad? I promise you now, I'll be able to be in the group more. I'll be able to do more stuff. Yo, I didn't even know that like there was like an attack and stuff. I didn't even know. I guess I gotta know. I need to do better with knowing. Let me see. Trying to find this information so I can put it here for y'all. You good? Where is it? Because I believe I emailed it to myself. Let me email it to myself. What's new with y'all? How y'all feeling out there? I'm trying to email this to myself so I can put it up here on my screen for y'all to see it. I'm excited. So I'm just gonna give y'all like a quick little update tonight. I appreciate it. Okay, not this. Girl, go ahead. Oh, I gotta make sure I don't click the whole little thingy thing. Hold on. The label call, they said they want the 15 thing. What's new going on though? What's new with y'all? Did y'all watch the movie Straw? Did y'all like it? We talked about that last week. But I was like, you know what? I'm coming to y'all to let y'all know today why you gotta set your day. Why you have to set the intentions for your day. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I didn't set the intentions for my day yesterday, and y'all, oh my God. I mean, it was chaos, pure chaos. But today was better because I got to get up. I set my intentions for today, and I want to show y'all something. Okay, now I can't, and I just can't click everything. Hey, let me download this. Okay, save, open file. Oh, let me do it over here. Oh, and I am gonna be on TikTok later on tonight, maybe doing all my juicing and putting all my juices and stuff together so that y'all can see me and what I do. What's going on? So I'm like, you know what? When you don't feel like it and when you got to do stuff, you have to show up anyway. So this is me showing up anyway. I didn't know that I was going to be this far behind, but I was like, you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is at this point. It's okay. And y'all usually had me in here for a long time anyway, but we can't do that today. Slides and PDFs from my computer. Upload file. Child, what are you doing? Okay. But I'm super excited. I was like, let me come here. Okay. What time? What time? What time what, Benita girl? What time what? What we getting into? What we talking about? Um, but yeah, so you gotta get up and you have to set the intention to get for your day. Because let me tell y'all, I've been doing my transition and it's been really, really good. And I haven't had to deal with customer service in a long time. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Have any of y'all ever experienced where you calling customer service or you calling people to help you with whatever it is that you need help with, and they just act like you are disrupting their day? They are rude. They are just miserable. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Like, like, hello, raise your hand. I used to be one of them people, okay, where I would go to work and I was just mad, right? I didn't like the job that I had, or not only did I not like the job that I had, but it just was like you just woke up and you just be in a mood. And I was like, oh my God, we gotta stay away from those kind of people. And I haven't had to deal with those type of people in so long. Unless it's like coworkers sometimes. Sometimes you got some people who always say, oh, well, I'm not a morning person. And I always be like, well, somebody didn't get to wake up this morning. So the fact that you saying that you on a morning person, shame on you because somebody didn't get to wake up this morning. So, oh my God, y'all. And I got up, I did what I needed to do, right? Make sure y'all give me a heart and a thumbs up and share the show for me. Oh, what time I'm gonna be on TikTok? I'll be on TikTok. I'm gonna be on TikTok when I get off of here and I get everything set up in the kitchen and things like that so I could fill up my jars and get everything going on. Okay. That'll be later on tonight. Not too much late. Maybe like 30 some more minutes after the show because I'm definitely not gonna be on here long. Like tonight, I can't do y'all. I can't do y'all 2 hours and an hour like I did before because we started late. I gotta do y'all gig. I gotta get y'all 30 minutes exactly, okay? But share the show. I appreciate everybody that's shared the show. Oh, I appreciate everybody who's donated to the GoFundMe, who's either shared the GoFundMe, and everyone who's given me on the GoFundMe and outside of the GoFundMe from Cash App to checks. I truly appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. This is the first time I haven't used my platform for myself in 5 years. The last time I had did something like that, it was for my camera. So I appreciate you guys for just showing up and those who wanted to give and couldn't, and shared the show and share it is not always monetary, it's other things. So I'm very appreciative to those who did. And shout out to TikTok for all the gifts that y'all be sending me over there on TikTok. I do have a goal tonight of 10 little roses. If you guys would be so kind and send me 10 little roses, I would appreciate it to help me meet my goal. Oh, and alert, I got to make a post about this. I've reached my goal. We've reached our goal on TikTok. We have now organically, y'all, have over 5K followers. So yes, shout outs to us over here. Let me do the cheery thing. Give me some hearts and thumbs up in the chats. Um, yeah, y'all. So this thing, before I get into my other stuff, hey, you guys being an entrepreneur and having to believe in yourself and push yourself and rely on people, baby. Listen, I am super excited. Good evening. Thank you for showing me the love. How are you? Um, it's a job, you guys, and finally, after all of these years, putting in that work, we have reached five over 5K on Instagram, and that came from hard work, dedication, consistency, and it's all organic. So, woo! The engagement over there has picked up. The Everything has picked up over there. So I was just super excited about that. And you guys know I never get to relish in the moment. Okay. I never get to relish in the moment of the progress and the success I've made. So we are approaching what July 7th will be the close of the seventh year and entering the eighth year. And so now we are going to be on a whole new chapter. So years 1 through 7 will officially be closing out, and put that in a vault and throw it away. Keep it up there. We are going to be leveling up, and now we are going to year 8. So yes, y'all. I mean, this is just hard work, dedication, no buying accounts, no paying people. So I was just truly excited. Thank you guys. And believe it or not, like it usually is always the strangers. Strangers will always just do what they need to do. And I appreciate that. So we've reached over 5K. So the next thing we need to do is everybody who, if you're following me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, go subscribe to the YouTube channel over here. I'm trying to reach a goal to YouTube. You know, people be funny. It goes up and down just because, like, you follow people, I follow people, I unfollow people. People do the same thing. But go over to TikTok, go over to Instagram, go over to YouTube, subscribe to Candy Coded Secrets. But yeah, y'all. So I didn't set the intentions for my day yesterday. And y'all know I'm going through the transition. This is my like last week working since we did joined in through the FYP. Thank you, I appreciate it. Um, so my job we went through layoffs, right? So we went through layoffs. So this week, Friday will officially be my last week. So um it's been like bittersweet. It's been bittersweet only because I had planned on leaving on my own terms, but here is something where I am just when God do something, you got to go with it. Look, everybody calling me because I would have been done the show by now. Let me tell you, I'm doing the show. Got it off to a late start. So I've just been trusting the process. Some things are meant for a season and greater is on the way. Thank you. I claim that. Let's receive that. Yes, yes. Oh, look, and you did something good because TikTok made me do a flash sale. I just need three little roses, y'all. TikTok, can y'all send me three little roses? And that is so good. I'm glad that you said that because that is so true. One door closed, something else, but usually when you get to close the door, you feel a lot better. You know what I mean? It's just like a breakup. You plan on leaving and then he leave you first, and you be like, hold why am I sad? But yes, but other than that, like it was cool because I was planning on leaving anyway on my terms come September to dive all the way into my platform and into the show. So I didn't wake up and set my mood yesterday, and oh my god, the people in customer service, they were so rude, and I hadn't had to deal with this like I was saying in so long. Um to call and get people to direct your call, tell you what they need you to do and things like that, just going through the transition. And they were like, I had talked to the one lady and she was so sweet. And she just was like, man, you don't understand. She's like, it's so many people who have gotten laid off. And she was like, it has increased, I guess, because it was a lot of federal employees who had gotten laid off. And I'm like, really? And because I keep up, but I don't really keep up. Hey, Sonera girl. I keep up, but I don't really keep up. And so she was like, "Yeah, you're not the only one. It's so many federal workers that got laid off." So then I started telling her things that she didn't even know. So we're going to see. And like, so y'all don't quote me 100%, but quote me a little percent. So apparently, come July, there is this huge act. They are supposed to have revamped the unemployment system, right? They're supposed to have revamped the unemployment system where it's going to be increased every week. Um, not different amount, but the weekly amount is going to be increased. So I was asking the young lady, I was telling her about that, and she just was like, "Oh, really?" I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Dang, well, I didn't hear anything about it." So she was really nice. She was on the phone going through the motions, and she was like, "Well, I see it, but I don't know if that applies to us." But she was like, "I'm not really the department that would know about it." So she was nice. So what I say is, my morning started off really, really good, and I was like, "Yeah, girl, it's supposed to be the Unemployment Modernization Act of 2025 is supposed to go in effect June the 1st. So the way they planned it, I know y'all listen, y'all know we like to educate here. We don't gatekeep. So listen, y'all, if y'all know anything or anybody. So apparently by year, if if this goes how they want it to go, by 2030, unemployment is supposed to be at like $825 a week. And I was lady was talking, and I was like, well, that would be really good, It sucks that it takes to year 2035 or something 2030, but I was like, it's good because, unemployment has been at the max. I don't know what it is in other states, but in Maryland, it's been at the max of like $400 for years. As far as I can go back to 2015, it's been that. So they haven't had any increases. And she was like, "Oh, well, you're telling me something that I didn't know." And so it's supposed to go to 525, and it's supposed to give you like 25 or $55 for every dependent that you have and things like that. So I'm just educating the lady on what's going on. And and she was nice, she was very receptive, y'all. But what do y'all think happened after that? I got transferred. So she said, "Oh, well, I'm gonna look more into it." Yeah, for real. It's online. Like if you type in the new unemployment, I don't know if you live in Maryland or not, but if you type in the new Unemployment Act, the Modernization Act bill that went in, it's supposed to go in effect in July 1st. But I was like, when I was asking the people, they didn't know. So when she transferred me to somebody else and was like, okay, well, look, I'm going to transfer you over here, and you could just find out or whatever the case may be. She was like, because my department, I don't really deal with that, but they would know. Y'all, let me tell y'all, she transferred me to this other young lady, and this other young lady, and it's kind of funny when I deal with people because they don't know that I have a show, and they know, and my show is based off of like my life and different experiences, encounters, and different things that I have. So it's funny because people always end up being a topic of discussion on the show. And so, like I said, I didn't set my attention. And yesterday, people was just trying me all day. I was an emotional wreck yesterday, because I don't know what was going on. And then I was like, "Ooh, my sister-in-law, she comes once a month." I was like, "Oh, this is why you're so emotional today." And so she transfers me to the young lady, and the young lady, I was like, "Hey, she was trying to help me sign." I was like, the lady was trying to help me log in. I couldn't log in, and she helped me get to that part, but she transferred me because she said that you would know more about my question. So she's like, "Well, I can't answer." I asked her a question. She's like, "Oh, well, I can't answer anything. I don't know any information about that. And even if I did, I can't." This is how she talking to me. She was like, "I can't even tell you if I did know." Um, I was like, "Okay, well, hold on. Let's get it together." I said, the young lady prior to you, we were talking. She was assisting me, and then she transferred me because she said that you guys would know more about it. I said, "But that's not it. But okay, that's neither here nor there. I need um I need to get into this account, right?" And so she was like, "Well, what lady are you talking about?" I'm like, "So do y'all not keep records of who y'all are transferring people to and where people are leaving off at?" And she was like, "Well, I can't transfer you. You gotta hang up and call back because you did the call back option." Now, mind y'all, here's the disclaimer. I have been doing the call back option all freaking day yesterday, okay? I'm not sitting on hold for 40 minutes with that music in my ear. Next thing you know, I'm gonna hang up singing around, making noises, going do 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 do, and then people gonna think that I'm a little slow. I can't do that all day, okay? So I did the callback option. I said, "Ma'am, I put." She said I would have asked for someone else. Oh, I did. So we're doing a callback option. I said, "Ma'am, I've been doing a callback option all morning, and even when I was doing a callback option, they have been transferring me to different people." Is that my dog? Draco. Oh. I'm like, "Is that my dog?" I thought he was doing something. I called myself trying to leave him out while I did the show. And you guys make sure you share the show. Hearts, thumbs up. Hearts, thumbs up. And she was like, "Well, who's this lady you keep talking about? This, that, and the third." And I was like, "Listen, I've been on the callback option all day. Y'all have been transferring me even though there has been a callback option." So I said, "So now are you telling me that you can't transfer me, which y'all have been transferring me all morning because of the callback option?" She was like, "Hold on." I was like, I'm like, "Yo, where is Ashton Kutcher? I got to be being punked today." Like, I got to be in punked today. I know everybody has a mood and everybody doesn't like to do something, but I do. And this is something that I had to learn. And I guess it comes with, self growth and maturity, right? And then just where you are in life. Because it is truly, when I tell y'all, when I come here and I be telling y'all, yo, some people are just mad at themselves and the life that they live that you cannot even be offended or get upset that they are reacting to you the way that they're acting to you. You know what I mean? Some people can't just quit their jobs. Some people can't just maybe have skills to utilize to get something else. And I didn't always know that because I too was the little angry bird at work every day, just going through the motions, mad that I had to work all freaking day. This is like years ago though, because then I ended up, as I did the self work on myself, I ended up getting a great position, a great job. It just so happened Trump went on a rampage and laid off everybody that I know that I worked with, right? So I was like, okay. I was like, okay, well, here it is. You got to get it together because you still have your platform, you still have your business, and you started this business without being employed, without having your own house. Like you started it, and now look at where you are today. So this is why I be telling y'all should definitely invest in yourself and whatever you may go through in life, whatever it may be, you got to keep on going. You got to keep pushing. And so I'm like, all right, well, at least I have this. A lot of my coworkers, they don't have their own businesses and stuff. So I was like, okay, well, you can't be mad because you were going to leave the job anyway voluntarily. Um, but I was like, but you know what? God does everything He needs to in the way He needs to because He was like, look, we just want you to go through this layoff, so at least you'll be able to collect like unemployment and things like that, right? So I just remembered that when I was mad and I was like, people were coming all day. I'm at work all day, and I dealt with rude people all day. I will say that. I had dealt with rude people at this one job all the time, like everybody coming in. If you've ever been in property management or you know anybody that's in property management, I ain't gonna lie, dealing with y'all residents, some of y'all, okay, y'all are something. You know, y'all will take it out on the people at the front. Like it be our names on the buildings. Like we're doing this to y'all. And so that was something that I had to learn. Like you can't do that. But as I continue, like I said, I continue to grow and do all of that. I got better. I got so much better. Like it's like it takes a lot to move me. So like I said, this lady was being so rude today. And I mean, yesterday, I was like an emotional wreck. I tried to quiet my mind to meditate. I tried to control my emotions. And, I was sitting still and I'm like, God, let me hear your voice. I need to hear you to tell me what to do. Like, what do you need me to do? This is that. I sat still for a little bit, y'all, and I still couldn't get my mind together. So I already knew that. So I was like, all right, but I had help yesterday. So yesterday, um, I didn't have to care for the dog. So my daughter cared for the dog. Let's see. What she said? You should have played therapist. Ask her how her day going. Does she need to talk about it? No, and I usually do, but she was so rude. I didn't even care to know how her day was because the one thing I've learned about growing, and when you grow, you gotta steward your energy properly. Because some people not even worth draining from you. You know what I mean? Because when people are talking to you and stuff like that, they are pouring into you. People don't understand when you're listening to people and you're trying to give them advice or you want to hear and see how they're doing, you are opening yourself up to allow them to pour. You know what I mean? And when they go and they pour and they dump, you are then going to pour into them. And you have to understand that not everybody is worth you pouring into. Some people you can't pour into. I'm sorry. And I know as much as Miss Vibrations be trying to be, it's everybody I can't pour into because it's like, let me save this for somebody else. You know? So she said that still don't mean you treat people like they don't matter. And that's what it was. And what I've learned, because like I said, I haven't had to do this in so long that you ever know how, like, when you're trying to get assistance or you're calling for help or you need instructions or direction, that the people feel like, I don't even want to say you bothering them because you do to them, you are bothering them, but they feel like you owe them something. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Y'all ever encounter anything like that? Or where the people try to, depend upon what the circumstance or situation, like people try to talk to you and treat you like you this big, and you like, wait a minute, hold on, who you? I just got here. You know what I mean? It's kind of like your mother, or you going to a party or something, and everybody, and the person is cussing everybody out like, 'cause don't nobody do nothing. All y'all messing up, keep coming up in and out of that. You like, I just walked time out. I just walked in the door. Like I just got here. Are you referring to me? So, needless to say, um, I hung up when she put me on hold. She didn't tell me who she was transferring me to. I hung up. I said, you know what? Let me take a break. You done already did too much. So I disconnected from that situation. Then I go to the grocery store, right? I go to the grocery store some hours later. My daughter had the dog, right? She took care of Draco. I was able to get out of the house and just woosah, right? So she took the dog for a little while, closed the door for me. She said yes, in security they do that all the time. Yeah, girl, like oh my gosh, how they be? I never experienced that. Like I have not ever gotten smart with the security guard. Except for that one time eons ago, like 15 years ago, when they tried to accuse me and one of my friends at the time of stealing. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the rose, y'all. Thank you so much for the rose. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. At that time I was a police officer, and me and my friend, we were in the store. Our kids were little, and we were exchanging um the clothes, the children's place clothes. Like I had receipts and everything. So that was the only time that I've ever gotten into it with a security guard, is because they were like, yeah, well, a lot of people like y'all, and they were black too. And they was like, well, a lot of young people like y'all, y'all come in here and y'all be stealing because our kids were in strollers. And so we were like, well, how are y'all sitting here talking about people who come in here like y'all, when at that time, like, we made more than both of y'all. So they didn't even know who they were approaching, right? So they had ended up, oh, look at me. We going over the place. Look, you got me going on this security officer thing. Security words don't mean anything to people. Right. And I'm not gonna lie. They didn't mean nothing to me at that time, because you were accusing me of stealing. I will never forget it. We ended up getting so many coupons from Children's Place. Yep, from Children's Place. And it was it was two young white girls in the store, and me and my homegirl was in there with our kids, and we were the only ones in there. Next thing you know, it was like five security guards. All of them like came in there, and so we all looking, but we ain't paying no mind. We still getting our stuff. I was exchanging the sizes, because what happened was her godmother. Oh, thank you so much. She said I was over here struggling and trying to recharge. Thank you so much. It's great to be for you to even be considering that and recharging to help me. I truly, truly appreciate it. I truly, truly appreciate it. And so, y'all, all five security guards that came into the store. And so we like, hold on. Y'all just all decided to do a business check here today while we're in here. And then the security guard was the one who was like, well, most of the people like y'all stealing and this and the third. So they ended up calling Baltimore County. So Baltimore County ended up coming, and it went away that they didn't think it was gonna go, because it was two white officers, and they weren't rude, but they were like with us. They were laughing like, oh, so what was y'all in here trying to steal a size 7 for a size 8? So they ended up getting upset because the police officers came, and they were on our side. I'm like, look, we got all the information, because y'all know Children's Place used to be, you could exchange clothes, but you could return clothes and stuff without a receipt. So I mean, I understand how it looked. Um, I understand how it could have looked. Um, You know what I mean? But don't assume that somebody stole some clothes, when all we were doing, or oh, she was buying clothes. I was exchanging because her godmother had got her the wrong size. It was like all I was doing was trying to get the correct size. So I went ahead, did all of that, and needless to say, I filed my little complaint and stuff like that. And they ended up giving us like $350 in coupons from corporate. They ended up sending us and stuff like that because of their staff. So people just People just be rude for no freaking reason. The white girls, they were so, and I didn't even know that they thought that we were stealing or that we had stole. So I'm like, so you thought that I stole something? Yo, watched us come in the store with a children's place bag, give you the children's place bag and say, hey, I need to exchange these sizes. And when they didn't have, and then the crazy part is I was exchanging the sizes and buying more clothes. So the police was just on outside. They were just like, yeah, like this is funny. Oh no, y'all not. And then it was like, oh, y'all do work for Baltimore City, so y'all probably was stealing. So then they started making their little jokes too to me and my friend at the time. But we were laughing because it was like, yeah, we do know Baltimore City got just like this crazy rap. But that was that. It could have went a whole different way. But like I said, that was like 15 some years ago. Um, so moving on to the rude lady on the phone. Never said they are so petty. Girl, be on petty. I posted content with a haul from them. Oh, you did? I gotta see it. I'm gonna have to follow you. I love giving my coupons for that store, and I'm sorry you went through that. Thank you. Yeah, that was so many years ago. My daughter grown now, but it was just rude. So these was like some of the experiences, right? So yesterday, and I look at everything from all the way around. So yesterday I went to the grocery store to get the fruit that y'all are going to see me juice tonight. I'm going to get on TikTok and I'm going to do the juice and all of that. Oh, and I got to show y'all something else. And um, oh my God, like I did that. Oh, thank you. Oh, what is that? Thank you. I've never seen that. Go popular times 20. Thank you. Look, God is so good. Thank you. I have never seen that. Thank you so much, TikTok. Queen Liz McKinney. And so you know how when you in the grocery store, and then I know everybody has done this. I didn't have any kids with me, but you know how you in the grocery store and you put your cart right in the line. It was only like three people. And then you might gotta run out the aisle and get something. And I know, depending upon the day of the week, you might feel like, come on now, you're gonna have to get out the back of this line, you're gonna have to start all over. But for the most part, if somebody its cart is in line, right? Or am I wrong? Y'all tell me. And I'm fair full square. And I ran. I was looking for watermelon. They didn't have any watermelon, and I was like, "Hey, I seen a lady." I said, "Where'd you get that watermelon?" And she was like, "Oh, they're right over there in that box." I was like, "Okay." So I go over there, get the watermelon, grab a bottle of water because my dog only drink spring water. I grabbed a bottle of spring water, got that, and my low calorie popsicles, and ran back into the line. So, but as I was going into the line, you know how when people keep looking at you when they know they out of line. So the girl, she kept looking at me as I was walking up, but I was on the phone too. And I'm like, she's looking because she's like, is she gonna say something? Because she's like, is she gonna say something? Because I didn't got in front of her, because I didn't move the car. Like she didn't know how it was gonna go, right? And like I told you, I had just had a rough day yesterday because I did not set the intentions of my day. So next thing I know, um, a, like it was her, the lady who I asked about the watermelon, right? Thank you, the lady. Ooh, congratulations. You lit up my rose in my gallery. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, come through TikTok. Um, and I was like, okay. So the next thing, oh, we reached our goal, y'all. Thank you. Woo! Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for pouring into me. Y'all know every time I reach a goal, it make me set a new goal. And, okay. And so there we go. And so I am like, all right. Next thing I know, all of them are looking at me. Even the older lady, like, dang. She said, "Yeah, I saw your story. That was a lot of fruit. Yeah, I gotta get in there, get the juicing, girl." So she's like, I'm not saying nothing, but I'm on the phone with my friend. I was like, yo, all of these people just went in front of my car. Now, y'all tell me, was I wrong? Was I wrong? Okay. Was I wrong? So I was like, yo, all these people, these three people just went in front of my car. Like, that is crazy to me. Like, I thought that when people do stuff like that, step away, they still keep their place in line, but not today. So she was like, I want to phone my homegirl. And I was like, you know what? I said, see, I said, no, this ain't nothing but the devil. I said, first it started off with this lady in customer service. I left and Thank you so much. Okay, thank you. See, I know that's right. She said, "Let me switch pages and support you. Be right back." Thank you. So I went ahead. I left out the house, like I said. My daughter took the dog. I went and decompressed. I went to the park where the water was to get my thoughts together, like what's going on? This is not it because of everything that happened. I didn't spiral with all the new things that are going on. I just been creating. Like I was sitting at my work desk, like what, a week and a half ago when they told me it was letting me go, and God was like, "Hey, I need you to go create a GoFundMe. I need you to go finish this book. I need you to go do this. I need you to do that." So everything that He was telling me to do, I just went ahead and did it. So I didn't create the GoFundMe because that was something that I wanted to do. God told me, "Hey, create the GoFundMe, leave it there, let it sit there, and whoever's supposed to give will give and do things like that, right?" So then, like I told y'all, something happened with my window, on my car. By the grace of God, my one of my fellow good friends and church members paid, paid for that. So it's like God was still showing, like, girl, little hold up, I got you. You know what I mean? I got you through all of this. I got you. So I'm like, okay, cool. Next thing I know, I'm in a line. I go to the market and I'm sitting there and I was like on the phone. I'm like with Handy Mandy. I'm like, girl, this has got to be a prank. I said, because they all got in front of me, but then they're all looking at me like, is she going to say something? Is she not going to say something? I feel like they were expecting me to go off. Not only were they expecting me to go off, I feel like the devil was trying to make me go off because he is always busy. As long as the devil is busy, baby. So I'm sitting and I'm like, all right. So I was talking to my homegirl because I was upset. I was just like, damn. I was like, they all got in front of me. And I didn't really have a whole lot. I was like, damn, they all got in front of me. I said, and then the one lady helped me and then got in front of me. And I was like, I don't know what's going on. I was like, girl, listen, I can't even go off on nobody in here because the way, the world is set up, I been and said something to them and God had hit me with the you know better. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ever feel like that? Like God ever hit you with the you know better? Because I've been sitting here and argue with you, go back and forth, get smart with you about you moving my stuff so you could get in the line. And next thing you know, I go out here, I might get in a car accident or somebody might get smart or my card might get locked or I might lose $20, stuff like that. I can't do certain things. Okay, it's like when you are like prayed up and you are working and you are doing things and you are in communication and you know better and God is like you know better. It's like your karma calm. Like people, I can't rob and cheat and steal and get over on the system. You know how some people can get over on the system for like whether it may be like a voucher, it might be, oh, me and my sister was talking about this too, disability or a job or different things. However, they be in court you. You'll have people out here who owe taxes for 100 years, file their taxes every year, get their taxes, don't never get caught. You know what I'm saying? And you be like, the minute I go to do it, I get hit with the I. So I was like, I can't go off on these people in here in this supermarket. I can't do that. I was like, you know what? You know what it is. It ain't nothing but the devil. I was like, y'all got that because I beat and did something or got smart with you in here just to ask you. She said, right, let him handle it. Exactly. Or I been and said something to you. Next thing you know, I'm correcting you, and I done set me back and push my blessings back 10 feet. All because y'all wanted to be rude and move my stuff around in the car. So the thing was, this security guard, he comes and he's behind me. He had like some muffins, a muffin and two bananas and some strawberries. And he was like, "Hey, you know how they have the coolers at the line where you could get like a soda or something?" So he was like, "Hey, could you watch this for me? Could you watch this for me um before I while I step out and go grab something." Now I feel like that was a test because it was like, okay, was I gonna be rude? How these people was just rude and not informed? If anybody came up in the line that this was his stuff and he was behind me, or are you gonna just pay it no mind and keep putting your stuff up and he snooze, he lose? Yes, Sanara. She said exactly. We get it back big time. Oh my God, Sanara. Big time is not the word. It's like it'd be like, damn, I did this and it cost me all of that. So I was like, Okay, so then there was this lady and her daughter and her little French bulldog. It was so cute. I forgot what she said the dog name um was so cute, and she was in the line. And so she was like, and when she was in there and I was putting my stuff in the cart, I said, "Hey," I was like, that's the security guard stuff," because he was asking her about the dog. I was like, "That's the security guard stuff." He said it right there. He's behind me. He said he wanted to go grab something, and she was like, "Oh, okay." She was like, "Oh, okay." She was like, "It's good." She said, "I had already peeped it. I had already seen his stuff right there." She was like, "He good." Now, mind you, one of the young ladies who had got in front of me right there. And I was like, "Oh, okay." I said, because I couldn't let it go. You know how you sometimes you just be getting to let people know that you peep what they did, but sometimes you be like, don't let them, but you got to. I was talking to the lady. I was like, oh, okay. I said, yeah, because I did the same thing with my cart. I said, and everybody went around my cart, pushed my cart back to the side. I was like, and as you can see, they in front of me. Some of them even walking out the door. And the girl was like, "Oh my God." I was like, "Yeah." I said, "I just wanted to let you know that was his stuff." She was like, "No, I already seen it." I was like, "Because people don't have no common courtesy or respect no more." And she was like, "No, they definitely don't." She was like, "Yeah, that." She was like, "Oh, I understand." She was like, "But he's good." And that was the end of that. And the old lady, she getting her stuff, looking at me. Yeah, because you know you was wrong. You like 85 years old. Okay, I'm lying. She probably was like 60. But you know better, Miss Gertrude. You know better. So I was like, all right. But I got my stuff and got in the car, and that was that. And I was telling my homegirl, I was like, yo, I have to go back in the house. I said tomorrow is not going to be like today, because I'm not even in a space in my life where I interact or engage or come across people that are rude all day. Like, I just do not. I just don't. So she said, "Yeah, when you know better, you do better. But sometimes you just want to punch somebody. Girl, punch ain't the word. Punch ain't the word." She said she felt bad about doing it. Then she did. And the crazy part is, all of them was looking at me when I was in the line, and I was on the phone with my homegirl because I wasn't loud, but I got a little raspy voice. So, my voice carries. I wasn't extremely loud, but I wasn't whispering either, because now, why would you jump into my phone conversation? But I was just like, yo, they were rude, but they all kept looking at me like, the only one that tried not to look at me was the white lady. But the black girls, they was looking like, is she gonna say something? Is she gonna say something? Like, no, because you already know you were out of line from moving my stuff. Like, let's be for real. Y'all already know what's up. So, um, and needless to say, I came back home, um, cooked my dinner, because what I'm learning, this is why I said I'm getting older, because what I've learned is that um cooking kind of decompresses me. So, like I said, when I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do, and I was trying to quiet my mind for God to talk to me, he did say that. He was like, "Uh-uh, go do your juicing, go get your stuff, go do what you need to do, and keep it moving." So that was good. And then I went outside, and then the people were still coming. But today was such a beautiful day, y'all. Today was so much better. I accomplished everything that I needed to accomplish today. I had to set my intentions. I was able to pray before I started my day like I normally do. And I was like, listen, today is going to be a great day. Everything is going to work out today. This is today. Tomorrow is in the past. Especially with like what's been going on. Like, I haven't had to do that or deal with anything like that. Um, in but like 7 years. So I was like, listen, you are not back where you once were. Come on, push and do what you need to do. Go get your juices, go get your stuff, give people their stuff, and do like this. Don't worry about anything else. And so, y'all, today was a breeze. So let's give a hand clap to that. Um, Nothing or nobody made me feel bad today. So I want to get into this. How do I want to do this? All right, so look, y'all, right here. Here is my baby. Oh, no, I want to do it this way. Hold on. I want to do this layout. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's do this layout. Let's do this layout. No, no. Let me add it to the stage. Ah, this is not her. She just clapped her hands. Yes, girl. Thank you, girl. Today is a better day. I don't want the full screen layout. No. So here is my baby. I don't know why I keep doing that. Look at this. Ain't nothing but the devil. Look. All right, this is nothing but the devil. Trying to make me devilified. What does want me to do? Let's see if we do this. Boop. Okay, we can do it this way. Fine. So here is my baby, you guys. This is one of my babies. The the reset that works crave cleanse with my juices. I have finished my juicing recipe book. It's an ebook. This is not the book. Um this is not my final book. This is not the other book I was working on. But like I said, this came to me because I was trying I wanted to find something that was helping me not bloat. And because like I told y'all around that time of the month when my sister-in-law in town, I would bloat up and I would gain weight and I just couldn't understand why I was bloating. So right here, my Crave Crusher, oh my gosh, the Crave Crusher that I came up with, it's I don't gain any weight, I don't bloat, I don't do anything. So I was like super, super, super excited about that. And I was going when I was going into the office, my coworkers was like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Because everybody had thought that I had started juicing to lose weight, and I'm like, "No, I started juicing because I freaking was coming on my cycle and bloating up like a daggone water balloon." And it just so happens that it was helping. Since I've been doing all of them, I don't have any upset stomachs. My stomach doesn't get upset or anything like that. So I said, you know what? I wanted to come up and create something for people who have been asking me about it. To where so if you don't want to purchase the juice from me directly, because I right now I only do 16 ounces. So 16 ounces, one bottle, two bottle, three bottles, and six. And I believe I'm going to try to. I think with the six bottles, the six bottle is basically like free. So you only pay for five bottles. But I said I was going to possibly give um give the give this book with the recipe. She said, "Not your sister-in-law." Yeah, girl, that's what I call her, girl. My sister-in-law. My sister-in-law be coming in town, and so and what I appreciate, and shout outs to Janelle because before I could even, she had just seen all my stuff because I always put everything in my story, and she had saw my story, and I put my pictures in there like what I look like when I wasn't doing the juicing versus what I look like now when I'm juicing, y'all, and people were like, "Oh my God, I need that," and I never believe anybody until they, you can say what you need till you get the deposit, okay? But shout outs to Janelle because before I even in the process of me creating and finishing up and all of that, she was like, "Oh, I want one," and she immediately was like, "Please send me the invoice through PayPal, sis. Like I need it." So shout outs to her. She brought the very very first one. It's only $7. So I do all of these. So y'all know I'm real picky, and I gotta do it. So my sister is currently working on these labels because I just love these little labels. I love all the colors. It's just so good. Sanera said I need all three of them. Yeah, so I have all three of them. This is what was working for me. So yeah, so I did this recipe book, like I said, for people who wanted to do the ones that I've done and what I've been doing. And this is what works for me. Okay. This is what works for me. And just with anything, it works if you work it. I kind of want to go to the next page and so y'all can just see it, but I can't do that because then that wouldn't be fair. But but I do what you got to do. What works for you, right? So let me send this other flyer. So that's the thing. So right now I have some bottles, but I'm working on the labels. Like I want the labels to be a certain way. Y'all know how it is when y'all Y'all got something that y'all want. Oh, and I only do pre-order. Like I only if you want me to make the juices, I only do pre-order. I also um I'm working on something else too. Um Let me send this so y'all can see this. I'm working on the other part too, so this way you can like let's say you extra lazy. So whereas though you don't want to just look at you don't want the books to make what I have, you freaking are extra lazy where you don't have the time to do it. So I also if you go and you buy everything, I'll also juice it and all of that for you too, but you just have to provide everything. Like you have to provide your containers you wanted to go in and you have to provide your fruit. So, just out here, what they call it now? Uh, we live in the convenience era. Everything is about convenience. So you can buy your fruit, send it to me. Um, I don't do let you say yes. Okay. Listen, I don't know about you, but I drop a coin for convenience. No shade. I will drop a coin for convenience. Um, Wait a minute, I'm trying to send this other part so I can show y'all this on here. And so I was like, okay, so I did that because I was like, okay, because I know some people because like a few of my coworkers was like, hey, I don't need the book. I need you to do it for me. And then people have like special requests and different things that they want. Like I have something else that I'm about to make too, because I do have a hydration one, but I was like, let me do the ones that I know that I use that people have been asking me for. Oh, hey, she said you're going to have a ball juice in the combination. And yes, it is. I've been having so much fun. Where can you purchase the book and the juice? So you can purchase the book through me. I haven't set it on like a platform yet because your girl gets tired of these platforms cutting into the coinage. Okay. So so you could get it through me either through PayPal. You can send it to me through PayPal, Cash App. My Cash App is right there at the bottom. I also do Zelle and all of that, but the book is just $7. Hold on, I'm trying to pull up this other part for you. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. But I'm just super excited. Wait a minute. Because then here is this. I posted oh, and if y'all join the Instagram, my broadcast channel, I post stuff in there. I usually post everything on my Instagram and stuff before it gets to like TikTok. And it's so funny because um one of my friends was like, "Why you ain't post that thing yet on your actual page?" I was like, "Child, I don't know. I'll be in here doing everything. I can't wait. I'm waiting for my other book in here right now, and I'm working on the cover to my other book. Okay, so let me download that. So here is okay. Let me go to presentation file. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Nope, it's not a video. But yeah, so I've just been excited. So yes, these are the Crave Crushers. All of them are good for digestion. But when I tell y'all, I have not had an upset stomach in so long. Like, no, for real. I haven't had an upset stomach in so long. I'm not as thirsty and things like that. And they all, these are good. Long as you store them and you put them in the refrigerator and you keep them cold and you put them in the right cold space. They last. And all the juices they last from 3 to 7. Well, I said 3 to 7. They last for 7 days. But of course, within the first like 3 to 5, you can get most of your nutrients. But outside of that, you still get the nutrients. Um, I'm excited for you, lovely. Thank you. You still get most of your nutrients as long as you're storing it properly and keeping it cool. So here is my flyer. If you guys follow me on other platforms, you may have seen this one. So this is the juices. This is how they go, and this is how. And like I said, all of this is see that pre-order only because I don't want to get stuck with stuff. even though I drink it all the time. I don't want to get stuck with anything, things like that. And I'm working on adding some other things to it too. I'm gonna do these shots of I'll tell y'all soon. Um, and I think they're gonna be like $2. Yeah, I think they're gonna be like $2 or something like that. But don't quote me. But I'm gonna do these shots as well. I'm also in the process of doing it where you could try all of it. Like um like the starter sip, like if you just were to do the one and two, these are all um the one flavors. You could pick one flavor. But the six pack, you can mix match the flavor. You can definitely mix match the flavor for those. And then the glow trio, you could try all three, or you can pick you can try all three flavors if you want to do all of them. The crave crusher, the glow getter, and the boat bluster. You could do that in the trio pack, or you could just do all one flavor or things like that. But if you wanted to do and you wanted all of them, and yeah, then you could do the six. So you could do two, two, and two. You get the six bottle for free as part of it. It's not an extra bottle. So you're only paying for 5 bottles. So, and I don't, and someone asked me, they were like, well, do you put water in it? And I'm like, no. So I was like, let me let y'all know. It's all juice. It's nothing but juice. It's all juice. I don't add any water. I don't do any of that. I juice it and boom, fill it up and go. So, and I get it because some people are like, well, girl, I don't care about your labels. You're not having the labels. I know you got the daggone labels. Just give me the juice. And this is the way that it came out on the flyer with the colors, but the juice is not green. But I love it because it was so pretty and it all just went together. So this is it. So this is the book. The book is $7 and then the juices. So and they keep trying to get me like, girl, you need to go outside and set up a table somewhere. I'm like, hold on, chill on me, easy, easy on me, okay. But yeah. So far, like I love them. I don't give y'all nothing that I wouldn't do myself or that I don't try or use myself. So, but this is my latest thing, and I'm super excited about that. I'm super excited about that. So, if you are ever in the mood and you would like one, it's $7. Just hit me up. If you want to go buy all the fruit and you want me to make it, you can hit me up too, and I'll tell you what the fee is for that. I don't deliver. I don't do deliver, but I do have a meeting point. I will meet you, but I do not deliver. Um, because then that'll be more, and then that's just too much, and I ain't got time. But yeah. And then if I had to ship, then of course then that would be extra because now I gotta freaking pay for the weight and. So listen, what I'm learning is people travel for what they want because I've been going to all these different little functions and people are traveling from here, there, and everywhere. Okay, so um, yeah, so I'm excited about that. But these definitely work. They work. They work. Not only do they not work, it's healthy. I drink nothing but water and juice. So I was like, okay. And I have a little regimen in there and even in the book it gives you little tips. It's not just oh, this, that. Like no, it's a little how many pages is it? I think it's 5. So I'm just super excited. I'm super excited about it. Yes, that's my moderator. That's right. We need to support, support, support. And so, like I said before, again, while I'm going through this transition. Thank you everybody who has donated to the GoFundMe, on the GoFundMe and off of the GoFundMe, on Cash App and off of Cash App. I'm truly appreciative. Like I said, we are over 5K on Instagram. Okay. Make sure y'all subscribing to the channel. And yeah. So now I got my stuff that I'm out here doing as always. And now I have to finish working on the other book. I'm super excited about that. My other book will be on that book is going to be on Amazon. That way I don't have to do any shipping. I don't know. I might do a book signing. I'm not sure, but I'm super excited that, I do have more free time now to work on my stuff. So, like I said, follow me on TikTok. Y'all need to follow on TikTok. I will be on TikTok pretty soon. Um, is what I was going to do anyway. Do my juicing, juicing, juicing. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm gonna send you your book. Um, you can email me. Send me your email address and I can email the book over to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you placing that order. And I'm gonna email it over to you because it's an ebook. And so yeah, y'all. So we just out here catching it, y'all. We got to figure it out. It's enough support and enough things going on for all of us. So yeah, I'm super excited. I'm super, super excited. Um, and the juices are good. So whenever you get them and you try the recipes, I also give you options of other things that you can add into them. But once you make them, tag me. Let me know what you think so I can put it on a page, y'all. We out here moving and shaking and jiving. But yep, so follow me on TikTok, you guys. I truly appreciate all of that. Like I said, we are building. Anything worth having don't come easy. And if it comes fast, no matter what it is, a relationship, anything, if it comes fast, it'll leave even faster. So you just have to make sure that you continue to keep on doing it. She said a book signing, do it. Yeah. What I will say by me going on, oh, see, somebody is always getting me to go into details about something else. So I will say, by me going on the last book tour when I went on my book tour on 2023, that was a group project. I learned so much from that I can't wait to even come and share with you guys. Um, and we have to always get out of our way. Sometimes we got to get out of our ways and not feeling like, well, who's going to show up or this, and just understand people. Whoever's meant to show up is going to show up. Whoever's meant to be there will be there with anything. Like I said, who's ever meant to give will give. Like, and I truly appreciate that. So I just go all out when I do stuff, and I am learning to. I'm trying to control it. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm trying to control it. Where like I love the fact that I have people who are like, "Girl, I don't care about the label. Give me the juice." And I'm like, "No, I need the label." So the ones who didn't care, I've been giving them the juices. But no, but everything is pre-order, and then people have been purchasing the book, so I truly appreciate it. Um, so when I do this book signing, it's just a lot. It was a lot there. People. All I can say is you live and you learn when you work with people, and that's why I was like, no. Um, it let me see it let me see what not to do, how to do things differently, and to make it work. So I definitely appreciate that. I'm gonna put that together, get a little space, and have people come um, and I don't want to do it to where as though it's gonna be just me. Maybe have like some more vendors, whatever. Oh, and by the way, Miss Flavors, I tore y'all gotta go follow. Y'all gotta go follow Flavors, Octavia Flavors. Girl, that dag on banana pudding cake was so good. The snickerdoodle swirl was so good. Okay. Um, the freaking cookies were so good. Like, yo, so I was able to cheat. This past weekend, I cheated. I had more sugar than I was supposed to because I like to support. I like to support. So I'm not going to just show up, get your stuff, and don't eat it. It was so good. I was going to actually ask you, like, how did you get them into this little old pan? I'm like, so this girl put all those little pans in the oven. Like, girl, you good because that takes a lot of patience. That was so good. So y'all gotta connect with her for all of your cakes. It was so good. Your cakes, cookies, everything. And then Lovely Creations, those strawberries. Oh my God, those freaking strawberry crunch strawberries were so good. I'll bring treats. Yeah, we're gonna have to get together because I'm thinking I was like, I want you to be um at the book. event. So I'm like, yeah. So I just have to work on the cover. I'm working on the cover. She's is still being edited and all of that. Y'all already know the title. The book is so good. And then listen, don't be discouraged. The book is How to Get Over a Breakup in 10 Days. It's I'm telling you, when I tell you that this book is so worth it. This book is so worth it. And it doesn't just apply. When you get this book, when this book comes out, you are going to see that you can apply this book to every area of your life. That's why I like it, because it's you just it's what it's for, but it's something that you could do. It's it was a it's a tool. You'll always, she said, yeah, it was long. Love your flavors. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, wait a minute. What was long? Oh, the cakes. Yeah, because you put them things in little trays. Yes. Y'all go follow Love Your Flavors on all platforms, you guys. She's always doing pop-up shops. I follow her all the way to DC. I got lost 20 times last Saturday, but I made it. Follow her all the way to an event. So this is what I'm saying. People, when they want to support you, baby, they will follow you to and far. Okay. And so this book is a tool that you will be able to use throughout any experience, like any experience. And that's what I like. That's what I love about it because it's a tool. We need tools and stuff to get us through the stuff we go through in life. So I'm super excited about how to get over heartbreak in 10 days. That is coming. I'm going to check up on it. But I really wasn't trying to rush and be like, hey, are you finished yet? Are you finished the edits and stuff? Only because she said baking. Oh, I believe it. Only because I'm still working on the cover. I'm still working on what I want the cover to be. So, but y'all, thank y'all for tuning in tonight, listening to the update and what's going on. I will be doing more like story times and stuff too on TikTok, keeping you up and taking you guys along with the journey. Thank you to everybody who subscribed to the Patreon and things like that, staying in tune. I still have the GoFundMe if you guys can share that and stuff like that. I truly appreciate that. And we out here tackling it one day at a time. Take life one day at a time, but set the intentions of your day. Because I woke up this morning and I set the intentions for my day, and everything went so smooth. We have to start doing that. We have to start taking time in the morning to get up before the kids get up, if you can. And I know sometimes it's difficult. Before the kids get up, before you got to start your day, don't touch your phone. I'm telling you, try it tomorrow. Don't touch your phone before you get up. Even if you get a message or somebody call, that should be the only time you touch it, and you should end it and put it down. Take some time, pray, um, set the intentions for your morning, pray how you want your day to go. That's what I do. Look, everything is working out for you. Everything is working out for me. Today is going to be a great day. Anything that's meant for you will come to you easily and effortlessly. We have to start putting that out into the world so we can have a great day. Say your prayers, pray over your family and your kids before you get your day started. Because listen, we have to armor ourselves in the full armor of God. Put on your helmet of salvation, because the devil is always looking to see who he can attack and how he can do it. He might come through your kids, he might come through an ex, he might come through a post, he might come through a friend, he might come through a coworker, he might come through the people in the daggone grocery line that I was just telling y'all about, come through the customer service. People don't know. You just never know which way he gonna come. And today, not like yesterday, I was prepared, and we won. One up. So yes, you guys. She said, "I love you even more for that. Thank you, but you are amazing. Keep going. Thank you so much. You are amazing too. I appreciate that. I love you too." So y'all make sure y'all getting up in the morning, take that time for you. You have to take some time for you. I know y'all got kids, husbands, boyfriends, wives, cats, dogs. No, you have to take time for you and decompress. It is nothing wrong with saying, give me a minute, stop asking me for stuff, close your door, chill and tune out. even if you got to get out the house and run down the street on everybody. It is nothing wrong with taking some time for you. You have to take time for you. It's okay to not always be okay. Pray through everything. Look beyond what you see and just keep on going and just say, hey, I don't lose anything. I attract everything. And things are always working out for me because they are supposed to. Try that. Try that in the morning. Tell me how it go for you, or you'll even see a difference in your day. You'll see a difference with everything. So you guys, thank y'all for joining in. Thank y'all for being here. I didn't even know y'all was gonna be here. Look at God. I didn't even know y'all was gonna be here because I had to start the show an hour later because Auntie Duty called me. Okay. And so again, Miss Chandler, make sure you send me your email address so I can email you your copy of your book, The Reset That Works. It's really good. And I will see you guys next week on time if it's willing. Everything happened when it was supposed to. Maybe it was the reason I wasn't supposed to go live at 8 o'clock because maybe some of y'all couldn't do nothing or y'all was putting the kids in bed. We never know. But I will be on TikTok soon. Thank you, TikTok, for helping me meet my goals. Miss McKinney showed up, sent me stuff that I ain't never even seen before. Thank you so much. Shared out the show. Subscribe to YouTube, you guys. And keep going, keep dreaming, keep believing and achieving. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.